Hi guys, I'm Lizzy and welcome back to Lizzy and Jessie show. Today we are here with a special guest, my cousin Naomi. So Naomi, what are we doing today?
Hi, I'm Naomi and we'll be making cinnamon rolls. Some of the ingredients are flour, sugar, milk, vanilla extract, salt, butter, cinnamon, powdered sugar, and brown sugar. So we need 2 cups of milk and we'll warm it to the touch. So Lizzy, will you warm this for me?
Yes, I will.
And next, I will melt the butter. You will need 1/2 cup of unsalted butter. Feel free to melt it in the microwave for about a minute. So once we have our melted butter and warm milk, we will also need 1/2 cup of sugar. We're going to add our warm milk, our melted butter, and our 1/2 cup of sugar, and whisk it all together. Okay, so once we added the butter, milk, and sugar, we will add the yeast. So I have instant yeast, and I'll add it and let it sit for about a minute. Which will make the cinnamon rolls rise and be fluffy. So let that sit for about a minute, and we will add 4 cups of flour to the mix. And so use this wooden spoon. I'll use the spoon.
Well, that looks delicious. I want to taste it when it's done.
It'll be delicious and worth the payoff. So we finished the first part of our recipe, and now we'll cover it for an hour, and it'll nearly double in size.
1 hour later.
So we're back, and it's been about an hour, and it's time to remove our towel.
It looks nice.
It's much bigger, nearly doubled in size. And so we're about to knead it, and we'll add more flour, the baking powder, and salt. So we're gonna add 3/4 of flour. We will add our baking powder, which will also help it rise in the oven. The yeast helps it rise out of the oven, and the baking powder helps it rise in the oven. And 2 teaspoons of salt.
So where do you get this information from?
Tasty.com. Very helpful for recipes. 1 and 1 more. So now we will mix this inside the bowl, and then we will flour our surface. So I'm just going to use my hands. So now we will flour our surface and roll it out into a rectangle to add the cinnamon for our cinnamon rolls. Flour helps it stop sticking. Add our dough. So now we will mix it, knead it until it becomes a nice dough that we can work with and turn into cinnamon rolls. Now we will start to roll it into a big rectangle. I'm going to add Lizzy's dough with mine and roll it out. We also dusted our rolling pin so it won't stick to the dough. So we have rolled it out in a big rectangular shape. So we have our softened butter to add to the filling. If you wanted to, you could use vegan butter because we're not using egg products in this recipe. So we will add our softened butter and just spread it out. You can use 3/4 of brown sugar to the mixture. Sprinkle this.
So Naomi, where did you get the brown sugar?
Any store really. So we'll spread it around. 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. It's a lot less. Make sure you get it on the edges, because if you don't, it's just harder to bake and has less cinnamon roll flavor. It's not really cinnamon roll, but the dough also can make sweet biscuits with the edges. Roll it up.
And make sure you be careful because you don't want to break it. It's really good, yummy looking cinnamon roll.
Cut it, and then we shall bake our beautiful cinnamon rolls.
I know, Frosty. Oh.
This knife, it's one of my favorite knives because I can't cut myself with it. It's specialized, so it only cuts food. It's a progressive knife. Link in the description.
Link down below.
Cut it thicker you cut it, the thicker your cinnamon rolls, but they will rise when they bake, and we'll let them. The yeast do its magic. So this is our cinnamon roll. I'll spray our pan so they won't stick, and add the cinnamon rolls.
I'm gonna get cinnamon. Now we're gonna preheat the oven to 350.
Now we'll be making icings on top of the cinnamon rolls.
Ooh,
We will need 4 ounces of cream cheese, 2 tablespoons of butter, and 2 tablespoons of milk and powdered sugar, and vanilla extract. Let this sit out for most of the recipe so it's softened. We'll melt the butter, 2 tablespoons of it. So we'll add the melted butter to the cream cheese.
Oh,
Yes, it is. And we'll add the milk, 2 tablespoons. Pour it over the bowl. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. The vanilla extract gives its vanilla flavor, and I'm going to break up the cream cheese. And we'll make this mixture, and then we'll add powdered sugar later. Now we're going to add the powdered sugar because this is just a mixture of cheeses. We'll add 1 cup, so 2 of these, a little bit at a time, so it's easier to mix. And this is our icing. It's been 30 minutes, so now we're gonna put it in the oven. So it's been about 30 minutes and we took the cinnamon rolls out of the oven. We're going to put the homemade icing on top while they're still warm and spread it all around to make sure we get it in the corners. So we took our cinnamon rolls out the oven and iced them, and now they're done. And all that's left to do is eat them.
Oh my goodness, those look amazing.
The moment of truth, time to taste.
Okay.
It's really good. High quality right there.
It's good. Thank you, Naomi, for making these homemade cinnamon rolls. They are delicious.
My pleasure. I hope you guys enjoyed as much as I did. You can find the recipe down below.
Okay, guys, see you in the next